we opened in June of '79. First vintage was '78, and at that point we were making wines out of what we had planted for the Taylor Wine Company,
Right.
which is primarily French American hybrids and some natives. Mid '70s, we began to plant vinifera, small scale, Riesling, Chardonnay, and you know, it was a learning curve because a lot of different animal grafted vines, hilling up the graft union, training systems and everything. So initially, training them on similar systems to some of our hybrids and things, and you know, there was definitely room for improvement.
Sure.
So let's see, it was about 20 years ago we started converting to shoot position systems. So first one was the vertical shoot position, so 2 fruiting wires, all shoots trained upward, fruit zone here. Did that for about 10 years, pretty good results, but a few limitations on our soils because for balanced pruning, we need a few more buds than VSP allows us to have. And if we...
VSP.
VSP is
vertical shoot position.
Okay.
So VSP would be all these shoots on the bottom would be trained upwards.
Okay.
And that's primarily what you see in the Finger Lakes.
Right.
So you see a fruit zone here, all shoots vertically upwards. About 10 years ago, we converted to this is a Scott Henry training system, named after Scott Henry out in Oregon. That had a similar issue. It's like, hey, I want better fruit exposure and I want more canopy. So he came up with the idea of the same two fruiting wires, but instead of training the shoots from the lower one up, so they go across this fruit zone, I'll train them down. So we did that, and
that just gives more exposure,
right? Right here.
You're covering
totally opens up the fruit zone.
You gather.
And it also, all these leaves down here, this is like a solar collector. So instead of your solar collector being this big, now it's from the ground to this big.
Which is where the nutrients will...
So what we're able to do is collect a lot more energy from the sun.
Got it.
And we're able to get the sun exposure on the fruit, so we get better flavor development. So it's been a great system for us. It's a lot of work because the vine does not want to grow down.
Okay.
The vine wants to grow up. So there's a lot of manual manipulation. These are movable catch wires. These and these.
Cool.
So in the beginning of the season, these are down here.
Look at that. Yeah.
In between here, and we train all the lower ones to the west, so as they grow we brush those shoots and get them on the right side of the wire, and then as the shoots get long enough to start to flop out into the row, these are raised up to this position, these are lowered, and then as they get taller those are raised up, so we're trapping the shoots within these catch wires. And then once they get up to this height, we actually run through here with a summer hedger, and we tip them off because if they get too long, they'll droop back down, and again they'll shade. Again they'll shade the fruit. So the whole idea is to get a vertical plane of leaves